You ever wondered how to cook a potato? We're going to show you not one, not two, but 3 different ways you can cook a potato. In this experiment, we'll be showcasing 3 different modes of heat transport: conduction, convection, and radiation. By cooking our potato on a stovetop, we'll be showcasing conduction, we'll be using an air fryer to showcase convection, and we'll use a microwave to showcase radiation. Wait around, watch the rest of the video to see which method of heat transport is the most effective and differences in the potato each way. Alright, follow me in the kitchen.
For our first experiment, we'll be modeling conduction through the stove and pan.
So yeah, we're going to place the potato right in the middle, then we're going to turn the heat on medium to high, and then we're going to cook it until the middle gets to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. See you in the time lapse.
As we heat the potato on the stovetop pan, the main heat transfer mechanism is conduction. The bottom surface is in direct contact with a much hotter pan, so heat flows straight upward through the potato in a mostly one-dimensional path. Because the potato starts near room temperature and the pan is much hotter, a steep temperature gradient forms immediately. By Fourier's law, heat flows proportional to that gradient. Almost all the energy enters through the bottom and must conduct upward in a single direction. The bottom browns quickly while the center temperature lags behind because heat is only coming from one face rather than all sides. The full temperature versus time behavior can be predicted using the unsteady state heat conduction equation with its infinite series solution, but we don't need that math here. We just care about the idea that conduction in this setup leads to slow and highly directional heating.
For our second experiment, we're going to be using an air fryer to model heat transfer through convection.
We'll be putting this potato in the air fryer and measuring it at periodic time intervals and measuring the temperature to see how long it'll take to reach 212 degrees.
Convection is demonstrated using the air fryer, where hot air circulates rapidly around the potato cube. Convection transfers heat through the movement of the fluid, in this case air in the air fryer, so the heating rate depends on how quickly the hot air can carry energy to the potato surface. The key formula in convection is Newton's law of cooling, as shown on screen, where H is the convective heat transfer coefficient, A is the surface area, and there's both temperatures. However, convection is still slower than a microwave, as heat is only entering through the potato surface, and so the heat must travel from the outwards in, which makes it slower than microwave heating. The circulation of the air also explains why the potato is cooked much more evenly than in conduction.
And finally, our third mode of heat transfer is radiation through the microwave.
We're going to put it in for 1 minute and 40 seconds and then check it periodically after. Nikhil, what do you think? Over under 2 minutes?
I got under.
Under? We'll see in the results section.
Microwaves heat food using electromagnetic waves, which is a form of radiation. The electromagnetic waves cause the molecules inside the potato, specifically water, to vibrate really fast, creating heat inside of the potato instead of just the surface. The amount of energy the potato absorbs can be described by this equation, where sigma is how well the potato absorbs microwave energy, and E is the strength of the microwave's electric field. Then the temperature change comes from this equation, which shows that as the potato absorbs more energy over time, the temperature rises based on the density and heat capacity of the molecule. All in all, this explains why the microwave is the fastest heating method.
The results. Let us know if you got them right.
So for conduction, it was roughly around 18 minutes with an uneven cook, and it's still pretty hard.
For convection, you can see that it's a much more even cook, and it took about 14.5 minutes.
So radiation took the shortest amount of time with 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and it's pretty squishy, but it is ultimately cooked pretty thoroughly. You see a little side by side there.
Now, which one would you want to eat?